Hey everybody, it's Lisa with Hawkins Joyful Bees. So today we are going to treat our bees at one of our pumpkin patches. So we treat the bees for mites. So because a mite will kill a bee, it'll wipe out a whole hive. So today we're going to treat it and we're going to walk you along with us. I'm going to turn the camera over so the true beekeeper can tell you what's going on. And this pumpkin patch is a really pretty black dog. I think it's a lab. Really pretty dog. All right, here we go. Y'all ready?
Hey, it's Shane here. So I'm out here at a cornucopia farm, and this is where their pumpkin field is just on the other side of all this. And this is one area. Then we're going to be driving to another area where they have another pumpkin field. But we're going to be treating our bees for mites. It's actually called the Varroa destructor mite. And so we're going to be treating a bug on a bug. That's kind of hard to do, killing a bug on a bug.
Explain what the mite does to the bee.
The mite, the Varroa mite, it's kind of like a tick, and it gets in there and it gets into instead of like a tick, it sucks our blood. Well, this gets on their fat cells, and a mite can produce up to 20-something different viruses for the honeybee. One of those viruses being called the deformed wing virus, and it can cause the whole colony, all the babies that's going to be born, it'll cause their wings to it may just grow one wing, or maybe a half of a wing, or no wings at all, but they're deformed. And so those bees, when they are in the hive, they'll be just fine, but when it's time for them to fly off to become a gatherer and go get the nectar and pollen, then they're not going to be there to feed the rest of the colony, and your colony is going to suffer and starve and die. So we don't want that to happen. And plus, like I said, there's over 20-something different viruses that they can cause, that just being one of them. And so we're going to be taking oxalic acid. It's a organic substance that's found in a lot of our foods, broccoli, I believe it is, different other vegetables that we have. Even though it's a organic compound, we got to take precautions, because I'm going to be taking a powder and I'm going to be placing it into a vaporizer, and this vaporizer will turn it into like a smoke, and that I don't want to inhale that smoke into my lungs, so I'm going to be using a respirator today to protect myself from that. Some people would say, oh, if it's organic it can't hurt you, but if you went to a cow field and you started eating cow manure, it's going to hurt you, and it's organic.
That's
so
funny.
That's just a little something there to think about. So we're going to protect ourselves by using a respirator. We're going to be putting oxalic acid. It does not harm the honeybee at all, but to the Varroa destructor mite, it's lethal. So it will kill the Varroa mites.
How would you relate that to Jesus?
I have no idea, because I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about getting ready to do this.
Think about it, because your mind works like that. That's how your mind works.
So we're going to turn this over to Lisa, and I'm going to get ready.
Lisa, talk about it. That's funny. That is how his mind works. He comes up with stuff that blows my mind. Listen, sometimes we need Jesus to treat us with his word. Sometimes we got nasty little things growing on us and inside of us that we just need Jesus to take his word and treat us and make us healthy. Therefore, our hives or our homes will be healthy. There you go. That's how we can relate it. And I'm sure he's going to come up with something so much better, because he always does. All right, guys, I'm going to push pause for a little bit while we get ready. And then I'll take you along, show you how we get ready, show you step by step how we actually treat our hives, what that looks like, because I find it really interesting. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're going to walk you through. As you can see, Shane's got the respirator on, so he might be a little muffled, but I'll try to interpret it. We keep everything in a toolbox, everything we need in a toolbox to treat the hives. We do that because it's much easier for us, and all we have to do is grab the box and go. We actually have an army box that we keep our smoker in to protect the smoker especially when we're done using it and it's hot. So we try to keep everything, like we have another toolbox, we keep all of our beekeeping tools. So if we ever have to go quickly, we have everything we need to go. So isn't that awesome? Here we go. I'm going to show you our new tool before we get going. Look at this. I forgot what it's called.
It's our vaporizer.
Vaporizer. It's come from Laurel Bees. We actually got this last year at the 2023. Was it 2023? 2024.
No, 2020. Yeah, it was
2024 Honeybee Expo in Louisville, Kentucky with Cayman Reynolds. So this was probably the best purchase we have ever made because this has batteries. As before, we had to use a small generator and a battery because we had to vaporize everything. And this is fast, it's easy, takes up a whole lot less time, and it's a whole lot less weight.
This, and their oxalic acid's down here. It's pre-measured. I just stick it in there, hit it once, pop it in here, and do that.
Isn't that awesome?
And then it treats the bees.
Yep. And you see, he's got it away from me because I don't want to breathe it. It is good to protect our lungs. Even though it's all natural, it's all organic, it's not something you want to breathe. And I don't have on a respirator because I'm not the one treating him. So he has to do all of that. So he tries to keep the smoke where it's blowing away from me. Isn't that beautiful? It's a great way to treat bees. It's an easier way. Because if we don't treat our bees, any hive that's around us is if we have mites and there's another bee yard 5 miles down the road, they're likely going to transfer those mites to that beehive as well, to that bee yard. So we like to be good beekeepers. We like to treat them, and we don't want to lose them.
Last year we did not treat our bees.
Yeah.
It's the first year that we have not treated, and we lost more than half of our colony.
We did. So in case you didn't hear him, we decided last year not to treat the bees, just to see. And because we did not treat any of our hives, we lost half of our colony. So that was our test. That's an expensive loss, y'all, because one beehive is pretty expensive. But this year we decided we're going to continue treating. We're not going to go that option again. But here we go. He's going to, there's a little hole that Shane made in each one of the boxes. He puts the end of the vaporizer in. He lets it go. As you can see the smoke, the vapor coming out.
You better step off.
And I got to step out because it's starting to go a little.
To do it the right way, you want to put a rag over top of it, or the front of it.
Yeah.
But some of our hives have screened bottom boards and top boards, so it can't really do what it's supposed to do anyway, so we just treat them an extra treatment. So we'll come back next week and do it again.
Yeah, so if you didn't hear him, normally we would put a towel, which you saw in our toolbox, in front of the entrance to make sure we get a lot of vapor up in there. With these hives, because they are in the pumpkin patch, we didn't do that because a lot of them have, I think Shane said screened bottom boards and screened in entrances, so we didn't do that. But as you can see, we're on to the second hive. Isn't that awesome? All right, y'all, so I wanted to take you along. We're going to treat them all, and I'm going to go ahead and end it because I have to walk away. We don't want to breathe any of the vapors in. So we love you guys. We bless you. Thanks for following along with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on our other social media sites, and that link is in the description box as well. God bless, guys. Have a great one.